dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this beautiful Tuesday, May 13th. It's 5:30 this morning, and Eric, it's been a little bit foggy to the start of my morning, but fog's kind of weird. You know, you go through it and usually it takes me all the way to work, but today there was a nice break in it and then I could see again.
Right, especially in the low-lying areas, you'll see that patchy fog. Temperatures and dew points right now are very close together, so please allow yourself extra time to get to your morning destination. Good morning, everybody. Current time is 5:30. Yesterday, we had a little bit of rain. Take a look here at the stats. Made it to 69 after a morning start of 61, so we didn't move much in terms of temperature. Had 9/100 of an inch of rain. That puts us at 1.08 for the month. We're sitting at 98/100 of an inch below normal for the month. Look at our year, though. Sitting at 5.82 inches above normal for 2025. So us being below normal for the month is not a bad thing at all. Right now we're seeing temperatures in the 50s and 60s. We're at 62 in Pikeville. Whitesburg's at 61, 59 in Hazard, as well as Boonville. And there's the rain on live pinpoint Doppler radar. And we can take a look here at the past several hours. You can kind of see how it just started to push its way up and over into eastern Kentucky. And we'll keep the rain chances in the forecast throughout the early morning hours, getting a break in the mid to late morning afternoon hours. And then rain and storm chances pick up again for the afternoon and early evening hours. We'll time everything out with Future View coming up in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes. Right now, the current time is 5:31. We'll toss it back to Amelia.
An animal abuse case out of southern Kentucky. A Pulaski County man is accused of biting a cat's ear off. An animal rescue organization is involved because they say other cats were in harm's way. Police say the case is still under investigation, and we do want to warn you, some of the following photos and video in this story could be very disturbing. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more.
This is Bunny.
Bunny is on a long road to recovery at Shaybell Veterinary Hospital.
And said that the male owner had bitten the tips of the ears off of the cat.
An animal rescue group rushed the cat to Shaybell after police say they were called to a home on Skyview Drive in Pulaski County. The report being a man and woman fighting. Sheriff's deputies say Zachary Rollins told relatives that he bit the cat's ears off because the cat bit him.
People are mean, and that cat doesn't deserve anything, and just it makes me dislike people and like animals a whole lot more.
But a closer look showed that Bunny had much more than ear injuries.
We didn't know she had 2 broken legs then, but when we set her down, she couldn't walk on her front legs.
And this story gets even more troubling because as police say their investigation continued, they learned of 2 other cats that had actually died in his care. So Rollins is facing 2 additional counts of torture of a dog or a cat. Hope for All Pets was also called to rescue a total of 19 cats from a home. They say they are waiting on law enforcement to possibly make more rescues. Right now, the focus is on getting Bunny to hop again.
A little nursing care and some surgeries. I think she'll be good. Give it 6 to 8 weeks and she'll be up walking, and I should probably be walking in a few days once we fix that leg.
Rollins' charges are felonies in accordance with Romeo's law that was passed based on another animal abuse case in that area. In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
The Hope for All Pets organization says the vet bills for the cat will run more than $3,000, and donations are being accepted at the Shebel Veterinary Hospital. Well, we are learning new details this week about another animal abuse case, this one in Claiborne County. Authorities believe someone tried to hang the cat you see on your screen now. She was found with a noose around her mouth and neck. The Claiborne County Animal Shelter named her Shani. Now she's recovering well and is safe in a new home, but they still haven't found who's responsible for the abuse, nor have they been able to find her kittens. And if you know anything, you are asked to call Claiborne County Sheriff's Office at 423-629-1911. An investigation was launched after human remains were found in a field in Meade County. On Saturday, the Brandenburg Police Department received reports of human remains in a field behind a home in the 1300 block of Old State Road. The remains were collected and taken to the Kentucky Medical Examiner's office in Louisville. Police say there is an open missing person case, but can't confirm the remains found are connected. A man faces charges after state police say he'd been distributing sexually explicit videos of minors to one of his social media accounts. An investigation led to the arrest of 25-year-old Jorge Martin Vasquez Jr. After their investigation, police searched his home before interviewing him and arresting him. Police confiscated the items he used to perform the crime. A Laurel County man faces charges after police say he attempted to cash a fraudulent check. Police responded to a report Friday regarding a fraudulent check trying to be cashed at a bank. When Kenneth Taylor noticed that officers were looking for him, he tried to get away. He was arrested a short time later after he was stuck in traffic. Also in Laurel County, a man is facing charges after police say he placed his hands around a woman's throat. London police responded to a domestic dispute at a home on Village Street May 3rd. They say Robert Smith pushed the victim into a chair before putting his hands around her throat. Police say he later obtained a firearm before pointing it at the victim's head, threatening to kill her. One person is dead after they drowned in eastern Kentucky. Officials with Lee County 911 say they received a call about a person falling in the South Fork of the Kentucky River near Beattyville over the weekend. Yesterday, the coroner's office identified the person as 70-year-old Kathy Peters. In Boyd County, police are investigating a deadly crash involving a motorcycle. Boyd County 911 dispatchers say that it happened along Winchester Avenue and 23rd Street Monday morning. The Boyd County Coroner's Office says 38-year-old Everett B.J. Akers was killed in that crash. Officials say he was pronounced dead at the scene due to blunt force injuries from that crash. We continue our coverage of a trend we first told you about last week. Now it's called the Social Media Laptop Fire Challenge. It's a trend where students try to short out their school-issued device, which could lead to a fire. Licensed psychologist Dr. Catherine Stone says these trends online don't typically come with any warnings about the potential dangers or the consequences.
They're trying to be noticed and to be seen. And so one step to that is you follow one of these trends and people laugh, or there's all the talk about it before you do it and all the discussion after. The kids' algorithms probably aren't filled with the consequences that have occurred. Their algorithms are filled with people that have done it and how funny it was and how all their friends rallied around them.
Stone says it's best to have open conversation about online trends. Well, that means being direct about consequences. They say it's not about scolding, but instead making it into a teaching moment. Some Kentucky families say they're frustrated and have many questions about recent federal cuts. They say their children were dropped from Medicaid services with little explanation. Trina Martin's 9-year-old daughter, Ellie, has Down syndrome. She requires full-time basic care from her mom and additional specialized care that Martin says is not covered by primary insurance. She says her daughter was approved for the home and community-based waiver in May 2024, but now
got a letter that she had been denied. Her level of care no longer met the criteria, which for us was quite interesting because the criteria had not changed and nor did her medical diagnoses.
Martin says her casework resubmitted the application right away, but again, she received a letter saying she was denied. WYMT's sister station reached out to the Cabinet for Health and Family Services asking why Medicaid coverage was dropped for these children. They've not yet received a response. There are less than 2 weeks to apply for FEMA assistance for the recent February flood. Homeowners and renters in several eastern Kentucky counties may have until May 25th to apply for federal disaster assistance. If you want to apply, there are multiple ways to do so. You can go to disasterassistance.gov. You can call the FEMA helpline at 800-621-3362, or you can use the FEMA mobile app. Senator Mitch McConnell announced that HUD is allocating more than $1.5 million to Kentucky for the Recovery Housing Program. The program was created by Senator McConnell's Comprehensive Addiction Recovery through Effective Employment and Reentry Act, also known as CAREER. It's intended to increase access to safe transitional housing to those in addiction recovery while they rehabilitate and reenter the workforce. Senator McConnell provided a statement about the funding. Here it is in part. The Career Act is a crucial tool in our fight to end this crisis, targeting resources into life-saving organizations that support Kentuckians' recovery and their re-entry into the workforce. I've been proud to champion Career Act funding over the years and support these organizations' heroic efforts as they help Kentuckians break free from addiction. Governor Andy Beshear was in northeastern Kentucky yesterday. The governor attended a ribbon cutting for the renovation of Cannonsburg Elementary School. For 2 years, students were attending school at the old Boyd County High School while crews worked on the renovations. Officials say the renovated building will provide state-of-the-art classrooms for students.
The groundbreaking is the progress. We see it moving, but the ribbon cutting is the reality. It means the kids are now getting this benefit. It means people are going to be able to pursue their pathways. So today is the true day to celebrate, because now the lives of these kids are going to be better, as are the lives of every other kid that comes through.
Boyd County Superintendent Bill Boblett thanked all of those who participated in the completion of this project. If you use Kentucky 844 in Morgan County, you might need to find another way to travel Saturday. Officials say the road will be closed at mile .7 for the replacement of a drain pipe. Work will start at 8 in the morning and it should be done by 3 that afternoon. It's just northeast of Havens Road. You can use US 460 or Kentucky 205 and Kentucky 191 as alternate routes. Road work also started yesterday on Kentucky 752 in Boyd County. The road is closed for a culvert replacement, and that's going to be from Durbin Farm Road to Rakes Lane. There will be detours on either side of that road. You should expect delays in that area, and there's no word yet on when that work will be finished. The Lee County Fiscal Court is receiving more than $42,000 in emergency road aid funds. The funding will be used to repair a slide on Cressman Road. The slide being repaired is about 7/10 of a mile northeast of Todd's Road. It's 5:42, and when we return, cicada hunters are traveling to central Kentucky for this year's bourbon brood.
And as you head out the door, make sure you have the rain gear with you. Details coming up.